Change Your Attitude, Change Your World. Written by Theo E. David. Introduction. D. Has anyone ever cautioned you that others might pick up on your negative attitude? Or have you ever experienced the uplifting feeling of being cheered up by someone else's positive outlook? Your attitude is the state of mind that you project to the outside world. It encompasses how you feel both mentally and emotionally about someone or something. When you're negative, you tend to act uncooperatively and aggressively. Conversely, with a positive attitude, your demeanor is quite the opposite. Attitude is one of the most critical aspects of communication with others. Moreover, it's pivotal to achieving success. With the right attitude and mindset, you can conquer any challenge you set your mind to. In communication, your attitude holds as much importance as your objectives and how you perceive the tasks at hand. Regularly assessing your attitude while focusing on your objectives is vital for genuine accomplishment. Approaching your goals with negativity, entertaining thoughts like "I can't do this" or "I might as well give up" will only hinder your progress. The most effective approach to ensure you're on the right track and will achieve your goals is to maintain a positive and determined mindset. We acknowledge that cultivating the right mindset can be challenging. It may take time to understand the mindset necessary to achieve your goals and enact significant life changes. Individuals who possess a positive and powerful attitude aligned with their profession are the most prosperous. The upcoming chapters will delve into finding the mindset that will bolster you in reaching your objectives. We'll explore various mindsets beneficial to your professional life and delve deeper into why specific mindsets are potent tools for career success. Once again, your most potent tool for accomplishing your goals is your perspective on the world. Let's delve into the rationale behind understanding why attitude impacts emotions and behaviors. Chapter 1. Understanding why attitude impacts emotions and behaviors. An attitude is the culmination of one's feelings and emotions towards a particular subject. If you enter a meeting believing that the individuals present are intolerable and all you want is to leave, you would be displaying a negative attitude. Understanding the contagious nature of attitudes is crucial. It has been observed that positive individuals can uplift a room while pessimistic individuals can bring down the mood of everyone around them. This is because we are more influenced by those around us than we often realize. The people in our immediate surroundings can impact us in both positive and negative ways. Not only do our feelings shape our attitudes, but our attitudes also influence our feelings and actions. If you've ever found yourself trapped in a cycle where your attitude and emotions feed into each other, it's important to acknowledge the role your attitude plays in shaping your feelings. There's a common belief that our attitudes are significant factors in determining our actions. Just as attitudes affect motions, they also impact behavior. Acting based on your attitude can perpetuate your current state of mind and trigger another cycle. The influence of our attitude on our thoughts can be categorized into three main areas: affective, behavioral, and cognitive. Let's delve into each aspect and examine how they contribute to our current habits and mental processes. The affective component of attitude. Your ideas form the affective component of your attitude. If you're afraid of failing, your affective component might express as "I don't want to fail" or "I don't want to appear like a failure in front of my colleagues." Understanding your emotional component is the simplest way to grasp your attitude toward anything. This emotional layer is the outermost aspect of your attitude. Your initial reaction to a situation often reflects what you're thinking. It's what comes to mind first when something occurs or when you encounter someone for the first time. Since the affective component is the most superficial layer of your attitude, it's also the easiest to modify and make more positive. Throughout this book, we'll revisit your thought processes on multiple occasions. The behavioral component of attitude. Your attitude can be defined by how you behave towards something. A negative attitude towards completing a task might show through slouched shoulders, dragging your feet while walking, or avoiding the activity altogether due to anxiety or procrastination. You convey your attitude to the outside world when performing certain activities. People pay more attention to your actions than to what you say. This is why successful individuals exhibit behaviors that suggest knowledge and confidence. You are more likely to absorb someone else's attitude based on their actions rather than their thoughts. While it's difficult to discern exactly how someone feels, you can often gauge their mental state by observing their behavior. the cognitive component of attitude. Lastly, there are your thoughts and feelings regarding a subject. This differs from the affective component, as cognitive thinking involves experiencing your attitude and understanding how it influences your perception of a task. In other words, these represent the combination of your emotions and underlying beliefs. While understanding your emotions is relatively straightforward, identifying and comprehending the subconscious origins of your thoughts and behaviors can be more challenging. Let's revisit the earlier example of the fear of failing. Your cognitive component might be expressed as, if I fail, I believe that everyone I know would hate me, whereas your affective component would be expressed as, I don't want to fail. These are your opinions about a subject that shape your attitude, determining how you will react to various unfavorable circumstances that you might encounter. At its core, the cognitive component influences your attitude the most. It's the most complex to grasp, yet it's also the most crucial to reframe in order to foster a more optimistic outlook. Each strategy and piece of advice we offer as we continue our exploration of how to cultivate a happier mindset will ultimately target the cognitive aspects of your perspective. The impact of attitude. What's the procedure for assembling these parts? Your behaviors and your future trajectory are guided by the ABC approach to attitude management. While the behavioral component shapes your actions, the affective and cognitive components impact how your mind operates. Your thoughts and feelings shape your behavior, either reinforcing or altering your viewpoints. Even if you don't consciously leverage your attitude to advance your goals, comprehending it is still vital. Someone's quality of life will lag behind others who have endeavored to foster a content and balanced mindset through the methods outlined below if they're entrenched in unhealthy thinking. Chapter 2. Developing and cultivating a positive mental attitude. Success remains elusive with a pessimistic mindset. Entertaining negative beliefs about yourself, your abilities, and failure only serves to manifest them into reality. If you constantly harbor pessimism, you inadvertently reinforce your anxieties. Being consumed by the fear of failure sets you up mentally for defeat, thus validating your apprehensions. Can you see how being trapped in this vicious cycle can be detrimental? The path to positivity begins by embracing an optimistic outlook and radiating positive energy into the world. What follows from these thoughts? Feelings of optimism. These uplifting emotions then translate into deliberate actions. When you cultivate positive thinking and strive to reframe your perspectives into constructive ones, you are far more inclined to take proactive steps toward achieving your goals. Your mind is a powerful tool. It harnesses your outlook to propel you towards success. Positivity serves as your greatest asset in the pursuit of your aspirations. It's akin to having a dynamic mental vision board. If you're unsure how to cultivate a positive outlook, that's okay. It's also okay if your perspective doesn't shift entirely right away. We are here to provide you with the resources and support needed to initiate this transformation. By taking the following steps, you can begin to shift your mindset towards one that is more optimistic. The role of self-talk in shaping attitudes. Engaging in positive self-talk is a powerful technique for reshaping your thoughts and nurturing an optimistic mindset. Have you ever noticed how constant joking can lead you to genuinely believe what you're saying? Positive self-talk operates in a similar manner, benefiting you by reinforcing uplifting beliefs about yourself. Now, here's what you should avoid: falling into a pattern of damaging and negative self-talk. Refrain from belittling yourself, labeling yourself as unintelligent, or convincing yourself that your efforts are meaningless. Such negative affirmations can ingrain themselves in your psyche, limiting your potential. Why bother trying if you're convinced you won't achieve anything significant? Instead, cultivate positive thoughts about yourself. Remind yourself of your capabilities and intelligence. Utilize positive self-talk to instill the belief that you're capable of accomplishing remarkable feats. Avoid using words like probably, might, or maybe. They leave room for doubt and constrain your potential. Instead, opt for terms like must, can, and will. There's a stark contrast between suggesting you might achieve your goal and affirming that you will. As you reassure yourself of your abilities and your capacity to achieve your goals, remember to be kind in your self-talk. Life won't always offer perfect circumstances. There will be times when you stumble and make mistakes. During such moments, it's crucial to treat yourself with kindness, even when you falter. Acknowledge that you've gained wisdom from the experience and embrace the lesson it offers. This mindset will empower you to persevere along your path to success. Mindfulness and meditation for attitude improvement. We understand that many people extol the benefits of mindfulness and meditation, emphasizing how they can enhance one's attitude and contribute to success. However, the practical aspects of implementing these practices are often overlooked. Some portray mindfulness as a complex and daunting mental exercise. In reality, practicing mindfulness is much simpler than you might think. Simply put, mindfulness is a state of awareness. Take a moment to pause, look around you, and identify 3 objects with the color red. Then find 3 objects with shades of green. Now consider your footwear. Whether you're wearing shoes or not, are your feet firmly planted on the ground? Do your shoes fit comfortably, or are they too tight or loose? You might have felt a bit silly answering those questions, but in doing so, you've effectively practiced mindfulness. You've become more aware of your body and your surroundings. Using mindfulness to concentrate on a single point is the essence of meditation. This practice is often employed to achieve clarity and tranquility. How can meditation and mindfulness impact our attitudes? Consider how you typically feel during moments of stress. Are you calm and composed or frustrated and agitated? It's common to experience anger, frustration, and stress after a demanding day or while tackling challenging tasks. These negative emotions can foster a pessimistic mindset, diminishing productivity and influencing others negatively. Engaging in mindfulness and meditation can help alleviate stress. Identify your immediate needs such as a break, snack, drink, or nap, and practice positive self-talk. To meditate, take a moment to be still and focus on your body's sensations. Take stock of your physical and mental state, allowing these observations to guide you in crafting a plan to enhance your well-being. Even something as simple as recognizing the need for a snack can be overlooked if you're not attentive. Mindfulness and meditation help cultivate this awareness, ultimately contributing to a more positive mindset and improved overall outlook. Gratitude and appreciation, the key to a positive mental attitude. Finally, it's essential to remember the significance of gratitude for what you presently possess. Gratitude entails recognizing and appreciating all that you already have, while mindfulness involves being aware of oneself. When you cultivate gratitude, you become more at peace with the present moment. You're less burdened by stress and anxiety about constantly striving for more and never feeling content. While it's admirable to set high aspirations, it's equally crucial to acknowledge and be grateful for the progress you've made thus far. Numerous studies consistently show that practicing gratitude and appreciation for what you have enhances your happiness. It improves your mental well-being and fosters a sense of optimism. By adopting an optimistic outlook, you set yourself on the path to success, whatever that may entail for you. Gratitude boosts enthusiasm and dedication, thereby enhancing productivity. In fact, research has demonstrated that gratitude alone elevates levels of achievement. How do you express gratitude? Mindfulness offers one approach. Each day, take a moment to jot down or mentally list 1 to 3 things you're grateful for. This could be something as simple as the cup of coffee you enjoyed this morning or the support of your family. Expressing gratitude heightens your self-awareness and empowers you to make the most of each day. Chapter 3. Overcoming negative thoughts and beliefs. We acknowledge that transitioning to more positive thought patterns may take time and effort, especially if you've become accustomed to negative thinking. It's unlikely that you'll wake up one day with a completely different perspective. For some individuals, it may take years to fully overcome their negative attitudes and beliefs. We'll offer you several strategies to challenge and move beyond your pessimistic thoughts. Since each of these techniques is beneficial for overcoming negative ideas and beliefs, feel free to utilize multiple strategies simultaneously. Identify and write your thoughts down. Entering a negative thought cycle can be effortless, where one bad thought leads to another. This continuous negativity reinforces any negative self-beliefs we may harbor. Breaking free from this cycle is challenging due to its habitual nature. However, one effective way to start disrupting this pattern is by slowing down and becoming more mindful of your thoughts. Writing down your pessimistic thoughts as they arise can help achieve this. Whether you jot them down in a notebook or a digital document, Having a record can be beneficial, especially during moments of anxiety or agitation. Putting your thoughts into writing allows you to acknowledge and recognize them. This heightened awareness enables you to identify mental patterns and potential triggers for specific ideas, paving the way for upcoming techniques. Being mindful. Once again, we're delving into the realm of mindfulness. Now that you've learned how to identify negative thinking by recording your pessimistic thoughts, you can further practice mindfulness by closely observing these thoughts whenever they emerge. Mindfulness allows you to process your emotions before reacting to them. If you catch yourself engaging in negative thinking or experiencing anxiety, take a moment to pause and acknowledge those feelings. Reflect on your thought process and consider the experiences that may have triggered these emotions within you. Instead of resorting to activities or habits that you know won't improve your mood, take this opportunity to care for yourself by understanding your needs at that moment. This mindful approach enables you to make informed decisions and choose the most beneficial courses of action. Positive self-talk. Mindfulness and positive self-talk complement each other seamlessly. When you're practicing mindfulness and encountering negative thoughts and beliefs, it can be beneficial to take an extra step. Imagine experiencing a sudden surge of anxiety just before a business presentation at an upcoming meeting. In such moments, we recommend calming down and practicing mindfulness to address the anxiety. Reflect on the physical effects of anxiety on your body and identify the specific aspects of the presentation that are unsettling you. Then consider how you can approach the upcoming period while managing your anxiety. Positive self-talk can be integrated into your mindfulness practice as you become more aware of your mental processes. For instance, in a similar situation, you can start reassuring yourself that everything will work out and that you'll deliver an excellent presentation. However, your self-talk after the event is just as important as during moments of intense negativity. Merely telling yourself before an event that everything will be all right is beneficial but not sufficient. Therefore, we encourage you to engage in constructive self-talk after the event as well. Remind yourself of your accomplishments once the business meeting is over and you have some time to reflect. It's common for people to scrutinize their performance in such situations and find fault with themselves, leading to negative self-talk that fuels pessimism. After a challenging moment, acknowledge that you tackled a difficult issue and performed well. Repeating this practice gradually shifts your perspective, reducing the occurrence of such high emotional moments in the future. Replace negative thoughts and beliefs. Now that you've identified your negative ideas and thoughts, it's time to take action. You can write them down, practice positive self-talk, and be mindful of your thoughts as they arise. This marks the crucial step of transforming harmful ideas and thoughts into more constructive ones. Begin by reviewing the ideas you've jotted down. For each item on your list, paragraph, or wherever you've expressed your feelings, replace every pessimistic thought with a more optimistic one. Here are a few examples. I am not a success because I keep trying even when I don't succeed. I am unable to finish this project because I am working to obtain the necessary tools by asking for help. At the moment, I don't have the resources to complete the project because I know I have friends or people who care about me in the office. However, I can't assume how everyone feels about me. Every negative idea can be transformed into a more constructive or positive mental pattern. Practice rewriting your thoughts by applying this method to each one you've documented. With time, you'll become adept at reframing these ideas, allowing you to immediately revise negative thoughts as they occur. This process trains your brain to think more optimistically. As a result, you'll gradually notice a decrease in these unfavorable thought patterns over time. Instead, your mind will be better equipped to support the positive beliefs you've cultivated through reframing. Positive thoughts will begin to take precedence over negative ones in your mind. While it's challenging to guarantee that you'll never experience a negative idea again, these techniques serve as tools to navigate waves of negative thinking effectively. Chapter 4. Fostering a Growth Mindset. The term growth mindset has become increasingly popular and is frequently discussed in self-help books and TED Talks. If you're not familiar with the concept, a growth mindset aligns with the process we outlined for transforming negative thoughts into positive ones. With a growth mindset, you perceive obstacles and failures as chances for personal growth. Instead of dwelling on setbacks, you focus on the lessons learned and how you can turn the situation to your advantage. Another aspect of having a growth mindset is not allowing limitations to deter you. While some individuals may feel constrained by their limitations, a growth mindset entails approaching challenges with determination. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never get this job because I lack the necessary skills," a person with a growth mindset would say, "I'm going to strive for this job. I know I can acquire the required skills through preparation and effort." Now is an opportune time to cultivate a growth mindset if you haven't already. Having a growth mindset leads to greater happiness and productivity overall. Those with a growth mindset are more likely to achieve success because they continually strive for improvement rather than settling for their current situation. Let's delve into how you can cultivate a growth mindset that enables you to view every obstacle as an opportunity for personal development. Rework your view of failure. The cornerstone of a growth mindset lies in its perception of failure. Individuals with a growth mindset don't see failure as entirely negative. They don't give up after a setback or abandon a project altogether if they encounter failure along the way. How do you currently feel about failure? Does it suggest you couldn't complete a task you were passionate about? Does it imply a lack of skills to achieve your goal? Does it mean making mistakes? While any of these situations might be considered failures, failure isn't always a final blow when one adopts a growth mindset. In a growth mindset, failure is always seen as an opportunity for growth. It's a chance to learn and improve. Have you encountered a setback at work? Now you have insight into how to avoid repeating that mistake. Failure is inevitable, so keep moving forward and carry the lessons you've learned with you. Know your limits. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to stretch yourself too thin in an effort to achieve all your aspirations. However, pushing beyond your limits can have consequences. Instead of reaching significant goals, you might end up exhausting yourself and making more mistakes. It's important to acknowledge your skill limitations and be realistic about what you can achieve. Understanding your limitations will allow you to set attainable goals for yourself. Setting realistic goals ensures that you can confidently strive towards them. Once you've achieved those goals, you can then set new ones that are slightly more challenging. This incremental approach enables you to grow and improve in your endeavors. Start with what you know you can handle and gradually push the boundaries of your abilities. Over time, you'll enhance your skills and eventually achieve your ambitious goals. Understand brain plasticity. The concept of brain plasticity was briefly discussed in our previous explanation of one of the techniques for building a growth mindset. Understanding this term is crucial for comprehending and implementing the growth mindset into your thinking. Brain plasticity refers to the brain's ability to develop and adapt to new experiences and ways of thinking. It's the process through which your brain remodels itself as it processes and retains new information. Engaging in mindfulness practices and overcoming negative thoughts and habits can alter the functioning of your brain. It essentially rewires itself to adopt a more optimistic outlook. Moreover, as you acquire new skills, your brain works to store this additional information. To fully embrace a growth mindset, it's important to recognize that you have the power to change the function of your brain at any point. Although it may take time for these changes to take full effect, you can rewire your brain to adopt a new way of thinking. This understanding lays the foundation for cultivating the most advantageous mindset. You realize that you have the capability to alter your brain's functioning to foster a more positive attitude, even if you don't currently possess one. Reflection. In our discussion about jotting down negative thoughts and rewriting them with positivity, we employed a method of reflection. Similarly, a growth mindset can be cultivated to facilitate this type of introspection. Allocate some time each day for reflecting on both your successes and failures. Remember, when we mention failure, it's not meant in a negative light. Even if you didn't succeed initially, there's always room to try again. Document the lessons you've gained from your mistakes, and don't forget to outline how you can apply these insights to your future growth. Once you've had time to ponder these lessons, you can incorporate them into your future endeavors and undertakings. This ensures that your thought process remains fluid and adaptable, always open to new forms of growth. Reward your actions, not your traits. A fixed mindset tends to place value on your inherent traits. You might feel proud of being organized, confident, or punctual. While self-celebration is indeed uplifting, it doesn't necessarily foster growth and progress. However, rewarding yourself for your actions can help encourage more positive behavior and accomplishments in the future. Building on the principles of positive self-talk and reshaping negative thoughts, consider treating yourself each time you successfully transform a pessimistic notion. This reinforcement supports ongoing efforts to reframe thoughts because you're receiving positive feedback in both directions. For instance, let's say you struggle with meeting deadlines at work. Start rewarding yourself whenever you complete a project on time. If you manage to finish the task ahead of schedule, you can increase the reward. By acknowledging and rewarding positive behavior, you incentivize yourself to deliver higher quality work and become more productive. Use the word yet. The fundamental concept of a growth mindset revolves around change and progress. Your choice of words possesses the potential to confine you and hinder personal growth. We acknowledge that not everything can be accomplished immediately. There's always something novel to uncover and space for enhancement. Instead of outright declaring inability, acknowledge that you're not prepared yet. By incorporating the word yet, you leave the conclusion of your statement open-ended. While you may not presently be at your desired destination, you still have the capability to reach it. Consider a scenario where you're not a swift typist and fail to meet the minimum required words per minute. Say, "I can't type fast yet," rather than "I can't type fast." The latter would constrain your beliefs and discourage improvement. Now you possess ample opportunities in the future to refine and enhance your typing skills. The usage of yet implies that you're bound to achieve your objective eventually. Chapter 5. Practicing mindfulness and self-care. Practicing mindfulness entails more than just striving for success and productivity at work. It's also a vital aspect of self-care, often overlooked in the pursuit of achievement. While pushing relentlessly towards your goals may yield short-term results, it's not sustainable in the long run. Many individuals experience burnout as they chase their objectives, neglecting regular breaks and self-care practices. Mindfulness plays a significant role in self-care by allowing you to introspect and identify your needs at any given moment. It grants you the capacity to recognize your emotions, their underlying causes, and the steps you can take to address them. While both are important individually, self-care and mindfulness are intertwined in many aspects. Together, we'll delve into mindfulness and self-care, equipping you with the tools to incorporate these practices into your daily routine and achieve lasting success. What is self-care? When you think of self-care, do you immediately envision indulging in bubble baths and applying face masks? This is the common perception we often associate with self-care, considering it to be reserved for special occasions. While luxuriating in showers and pampering with skincare products can indeed be enjoyable, self-care encompasses much more than these activities. Let's delve into the essence of self-care. Broadly speaking, it involves cultivating habits and behaviors that ultimately foster balance and well-being in one's life. Self-care encompasses actions aimed at maintaining physical health, as well as those geared towards achieving optimal mental well-being. While self-care for the physical self may include practices like bathing and skincare, self-care for the mental self can involve activities such as mindfulness. Why is self-care important? Once again, achieving balance in life and cultivating overall well-being are the fundamental pillars of self-care. Without balance, optimal well-being remains elusive. Therefore, it is vital to engage in self-care practices that prioritize attaining equilibrium. The objective of self-care is to optimize various facets of one's life. These encompass physical, mental, emotional, social, professional, spiritual, financial, and environmental health. A deficiency in any of these areas can hinder one's ability to function at their fullest potential. Neglecting your own needs can lead to burnout, resulting in reduced productivity, failure to meet objectives, and significant harm to both physical and emotional well-being. It's imperative to prioritize self-care to mitigate these adverse effects on your life. Do not disregard your well-being. Self-care doesn't always necessitate elaborate rituals. Sometimes it's as simple as disconnecting from electronic devices during mealtime or setting aside an hour each night for personal relaxation before bed. It may also involve integrating mindfulness exercises into daily routines. Mindfulness plays a pivotal role in nurturing your mental and emotional well-being. It empowers you to discern your needs in the moment, rather than succumbing to negative emotions and thought patterns, thereby enabling you to explore alternative methods for feeling better. Remind yourself that mindfulness entails the practice of attentively observing your thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. It involves closely examining both your body and mind, thoroughly evaluating all internal and external stimuli. You can incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine or utilize it as needed throughout the day. To integrate mindfulness into your daily regimen, allocate dedicated time each day solely for fostering awareness. Morning and evening, amidst the busiest parts of the day, are optimal times for this practice. Indeed, scheduling mindfulness practice during your busiest hours can be especially beneficial, as these are often the times when it is most needed. Take a moment to slow down and introspect on your body, either mentally or through written reflection. Identify any areas of tension, discomfort, or negative thoughts as you scan from head to toe. Are you thirsty, hungry, or fatigued? Do you feel anxious or frustrated? Once you've acknowledged these sensations, either jot them down or mentally make note of them. Proceed to examine your thoughts. Are you engaging in negative self-talk or experiencing feelings of low self-esteem? Have you been dwelling on something someone said to you earlier? Document these as well. After recording your observations, contemplate potential strategies for addressing the present issue. Is it time to hydrate or nourish yourself? Would it be beneficial to transcribe your negative thoughts and reframe them positively? Dedicate time to self-care endeavors that will promote your well-being. Establishing a dedicated time for mindfulness practice makes it easier to incorporate into your daily life. Moreover, when navigating challenging emotions, remember that mindfulness equips you with the tools to manage them effectively. Being attuned to your needs, whether they are apparent or subtle, is at the heart of self-care. If you sense something is amiss and are uncertain of the cause, pause and conduct a thorough assessment of your physical and mental state. Utilize the body scan technique to pinpoint areas of stress or discomfort. Consider the underlying cause of your distress, which may stem from physical, social, environmental, or other aspects of self-care. Once you've identified the source, evaluate potential remedies and select the most suitable course of action to restore balance and well-being. What mindfulness does for our self-care. Despite the extensive discussion on mindfulness thus far, there remain numerous benefits yet to be explored. Mindfulness fosters patience by necessitating a slower, more deliberate approach to idea generation as you assess your bodily sensations. Consequently, you develop greater patience both with yourself and in tackling various tasks. Furthermore, mindfulness cultivates trust by instilling confidence in your problem-solving abilities. As you attune to the needs of your body and mind, this heightened self-awareness fosters trust in your instincts and empowers you to enhance your overall well-being. Moreover, practicing mindfulness enhances your ability to let go of negative emotions and thought patterns, thereby freeing up mental space for constructive and positive thinking. Additionally, mindfulness teaches you to prioritize both your physical and mental health as essential components of self-care. By becoming more attuned to the needs of each aspect of your well-being, you amplify the effectiveness of all your self-care practices. Chapter 6. Maintaining a positive mental attitude in daily life. Talking the talk is one thing, but walking the walk is another. Embracing a positive outlook on life can significantly enhance your likability, optimism, and overall success. However, achieving this state requires putting our discussed principles into action. Maintaining a positive mindset involves various practices such as mindfulness, positive self-talk, and self-care, among others. It demands considerable perseverance and hard work. Being optimistic goes beyond merely disregarding life's challenges and negativity. Regardless of how content and hopeful you may feel, obstacles are inevitable. True optimism involves confronting these challenges and unfavorable circumstances with objectivity and an open mind. It means extracting lessons or silver linings from unpleasant situations. This approach aligns with a growth mindset we previously discussed. It also involves employing constructive self-talk and practicing mindfulness during trying times. By cultivating behaviors associated with a growth mindset and mindfulness, you can enhance your overall well-being. We'll delve into additional strategies for maintaining a happy outlook every day. Shortly after reading this section, you'll discover that adopting a positive perspective on life can be more accessible than you might have imagined. Follow your fear. Bringing up dread in a conversation about positivity might seem unusual. After all, fear isn't typically seen as a positive attribute. However, as we discussed previously, maintaining a positive outlook involves tackling today's challenges in a way that fosters growth for the future. Confronting your fears can actually be a powerful tool for cultivating positivity by pinpointing areas for improvement and embracing the learning opportunities within. You can adopt a growth mindset. This approach allows you to practice mindfulness as you navigate your worries and anxieties, identifying their root causes. Moreover, it presents an opportunity for constructive self-talk, bolstering your confidence before, during, and after facing your fears. In essence, following your fears is precisely what you should do. When confronted with a fear-inducing situation like initiating a conversation with someone intimidating or seeking a promotion, you should take action despite feeling nervous or terrified. By repeatedly confronting the things that scare you, you can gradually diminish their power over you. You might be surprised to find that what once seemed daunting becomes manageable with practice. Facing your fears head-on not only makes you more courageous but also more resilient. As you address each fear, you create more space for optimism to flourish. Through positive self-talk and perseverance, you can learn to overcome the challenges that once held you back. In summary, embrace a positive outlook by bravely confronting your fears and overcoming them one step at a time. Be optimistic. Optimism serves as the foundation for fostering a positive outlook every day. By actively seeking the good in every situation, you broaden your perspective and motivate yourself to uncover solutions to life's challenges. Indeed, optimism shares striking similarities with the growth mindset. Reframing life setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth is a central tenet of optimism. It entails striving to see the positive aspects of any situation. When you can identify the silver lining, even in the most difficult circumstances, maintaining your composure and positivity becomes much easier. Practice gratitude every day. We've previously emphasized the importance of gratitude in maintaining a happy outlook. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine is simple and can be accomplished in just 5 minutes. Take those final 5 minutes of your day to express gratitude for what you have. One effortless way to practice gratitude is by keeping a journal. Make it a habit to jot down something you're thankful for every morning, evening, or whenever suits you best. If you're struggling to identify things to be grateful for, consider the following prompts: friends, family, education, possessions, positive events from the day, pleasant interactions experienced, opportunities encountered, enjoyable meals enjoyed. Gratitude can encompass a wide range of experiences, from appreciating the people in your life to cherishing small pleasures like receiving a compliment or enjoying a delicious cup of coffee. By regularly acknowledging the things you're grateful for, you can cultivate a habit of finding positivity in everyday life. Even on challenging days, practicing gratitude not only helps you find something positive to reflect on each day, but also makes it easier to find happiness in other aspects of your life. Positivity naturally follows gratitude, making it possible to cultivate a positive mindset through daily appreciation. Practice kindness. Being kind to others, we've delved into finding positivity within ourselves and our own lives extensively. But what about spreading that happiness to others? Beliefs are contagious. A smile can brighten a room while a pessimistic attitude can cast a shadow. By choosing to show compassion to others, you can spread happiness. As their spirits lift, yours will likely follow suit, creating a shared sense of enthusiasm. Boosting the optimism of those around you can initiate a positive feedback loop, wherein improving their mood contributes to your own increased happiness. You don't need to dedicate significant time each day to being kind to others. It could be as simple as offering a compliment or helping someone pick up something they dropped. During social gatherings, engage in friendly conversations with both outgoing and more reserved individuals. You never know who might be struggling to connect with others, and your kindness could make a meaningful difference to them. Practicing kindness toward others not only helps you make new friends, but also fosters a sense of connection and fulfillment that surpasses mere social interactions. Don't take things personally. The unfortunate truth about cultivating a positive outlook is that despite your efforts to find happiness each day and focus on the good in life, not everyone will follow suit. Instead, you may encounter individuals who are committed to maintaining a pessimistic perspective. During disagreements with others, it's possible that hurtful words may be exchanged. While you cannot control how others treat you or their attitudes, you do have control over how you respond. Rather than holding on to resentment or taking offense at something someone says, consider letting it go. Sometimes people may speak impulsively, especially if they're having a rough day or received bad news. It's natural to have emotional reactions to these situations. We're not suggesting that you should suppress feelings of offense, anger, or sadness. Your emotions are valid, and it's important to address any comments that truly bother you. However, for minor issues, it's often beneficial to let them go and not take them personally. Refrain from allowing the negativity of others to affect your mood. Allowing others' remarks to impact you can chip away at your optimism. Maintaining a positive mindset and growth attitude becomes easier when you don't internalize every comment. Surround yourself with other positive people. It's much easier to cultivate a positive mindset when you're surrounded by like-minded individuals. Those who consistently focus on the negative can bring down the mood and spread their pessimism to others. By distancing yourself from negative influences and surrounding yourself with positive people, you create a supportive environment with individuals who share your outlook. The people closest to you significantly influence your mindset and thought patterns. Surround yourself with individuals who are committed to personal growth and pushing boundaries rather than those who are content with negativity and dragging others down. A conclusion. When considering success, many people often equate it with working hard. This might involve sacrificing breakfast to dedicate more time to work, staying up late, or adopting a whatever-it-takes mentality. While some individuals have found success through these methods, there exists a more effective and healthier approach to achieving success in life. This alternative path involves adopting a positive outlook characterized by a growth mindset, a positive mindset, and incorporating mindfulness exercises whenever possible. But why does success correlate with having an optimistic outlook? Simply put, when you maintain a mindset geared towards success, you attract positive outcomes more swiftly. Optimism enables you to view setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. An optimistic outlook facilitates growth in numerous ways. By eliminating self-talk that fosters poor self-esteem or a negative self-image, you become a healthier and more optimistic individual. Positivity encourages you to confront your fears and extract lessons from obstacles, thereby propelling your skills forward. Embracing a growth mindset means persisting through obstacles without giving up. You recognize that difficulties are temporary and that your current limitations do not define your ultimate potential. With the habit of perseverance ingrained within you, challenges do not deter you from pursuing your goals. Instead, you persist until you acquire the necessary skills and knowledge to achieve them. Attitude plays a crucial role in maintaining focus on your goals. You refuse to succumb to negativity or allow it to hinder your progress. Positive self-talk and reshaping negative thought patterns contribute to your mental well-being. As your mindset forms the foundation for becoming a happier and healthier individual, equipping you with the resources needed to pursue and attain success. Cultivating a constructive and optimistic mindset takes time and effort. There will be highs and lows along the way, and some days may prove more challenging to maintain optimism than others. During such times, you may feel tempted to revert to old habits. Give yourself the necessary time to implement the strategies and guidance provided. Patience is key. As rewiring your brain for a more positive outlook requires persistence, yet with dedication and perseverance, you will eventually cultivate the mindset you desire. Embrace growth and allow your thoughts to evolve at their own pace. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.